Yes, peeps. Liverpool nil, Leeds nil. Absolute shocking from our team, brother. Again, no 3 points, man. We need them 3 points. We ain't getting them 3 points. It's long, it's grim. It is where it is, man. So fan calling. The link is there. Jump in, 3 minutes, chop it up and out, man. I ain't even gonna take long, guys, man, because I don't want to be here for too long. I want to get on with my New Year's. So if you guys want to come in, jump in, chop it up, man. 3 minutes, yeah. Josh, you're first, Covenant. Let's go. Big up, Josh.
Happy New Year, man. Hope you're
Happy
well.
New
Hope your
Year, my
family's good,
bro.
man.
Yeah, you man nah. Go on. What are you telling me, bro?
Just like, could we not have left this manager in 2025? Like, seriously. I swear to you, I cannot stand this safety first handbrake on football. We're trying to go for a game. Actually, wait, before I get into all that, I think the first half was actually quite good. We
Yeah.
probably should have scored. We should have got a penalty. We didn't create a lot of chances, but the build-up and the overall football was actually really good. Defensively, we were sound. They had some set pieces in the first like 5-10 minutes, and we dealt with them really well, easily. And then what's it? Centre backs one were like aerial duels, so that's all fine and dandy. But in the second half, man, just no one is making any risky passes. No one is trying to make any incisive runs in behind to their back, past their back line, and it's just passing the ball in front of their defense. You're not going to create any chances like that. And furthermore, why is no one taking shots from outside the box? I actually don't understand that. Like, there's plenty. If you've got a back, if you're playing against a stubborn back line like that, take a shot, lace one. You might as well. Do you know what I mean? How many times did we pop up on it? Players popped up on an inside left or inside right channel, and no one takes a shot. They just pass it back in field and then reset position. You're not going to break anyone down like that. But they're only playing like that because of the fact that it's fear and worry, like, of getting counter-attacked. But you can't keep playing like that. You have to go for the game, win the game first, and then control later. But we just don't take enough risks, and that's the problem. This is the thing. Like, we had an opportunity, a real opportunity, to get ahead of Manchester United and Chelsea. Chelsea have just sacked their manager, so they're kind of already, we don't know what's going to happen from now until the end of the season for them. Yeah, and Man United are just trash, considering the fact that they basically play one game a week and they've only played one competition. They've only been in one competition because they got knocked out of the League Cup in the first attempt. So we should really be able to take the results from Tuesday and then go, right, listen, if we get a win today, we can start to, like, get ahead of steam. But no, just boring safety first football. And to be fair, look, I can understand you. I was in the watch along with that you did with Sav, and a lot of people in chat saying that the crowd is dead. But to be fair, I don't blame them. If you go week in, week out, and you see this football, are you going to be excited? Are you going to be on your feet, ready to sing and shout and cheer the team on? Not really, because they're boring you to death. And their manager's shook. I will say this, though. I'm glad we kept a clean sheet. That's 100 clean sheets for Ali, I think. I think that's in the Prem. I'm not sure. But he's kept 100 clean sheets or something in some number of competitions now. And yeah, just that's it, really. Defensively, I thought we were sound. That's about it. And I respect the fact that he went for broke in terms of, like, trying to win the game with the substitutions, but the instructions were just diabolical. Like, they were just absolutely diabolical. But ENDZ, thank you for having me on.
Always, man. Love, man. I hope you have a great New Year, my bro.
And you. Take care, man.
Love, bro. Nah, big up, Josh, man. Listen, it's crazy, bro. Yeah, he did go for the game, but he put the guys on with no real structure, no real like shape to the team as well. Like, Rio was over on the left, but so was Gakpo, so was, like, everyone was just congested there. I thought he should have still left on Frimpong and just went for it and just gone, I want two guys that's able to isolate. And then I would have put Gakpo and Ekitike in the middle. Just put the two of them up top and then put Rio as the left wing and left Frimpong on just to finish off the game on the right side. Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. The football I enjoyed in the first half, second half, for about 10-15 minutes wasn't too bad. But then after that, once he took off Florian Wirtz and Curtis Jones, yeah, my mood changed straight away. My mood just swung straight away. I just weren't on it, man. Covenant, you're next, bro. Bring you in, man.
Big up, ENDZ. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where to start. I didn't get to see the first half. I only saw a bit of the second half, the last 15 minutes of basically us breaking down the low block. and it's painful to watch. It is so painful. Firstly, no movement, no incisive passing. We're just addicted to this get the ball into Mac or Sobo and do this back post cross thing. It first it started with Salah and Gakpo. Now Mac and Sobo are doing it as well. It really annoys me. And now I'm starting to question the ownership because you see this happen. And I granted what happened to Maresca is like it has its differences. But the line that the club's toying with Chelsea is that, results went up to par. And you see that and you go, okay, what about our club? We're Premier League champions. Results have been diabolical for results and performances more so than results have been diabolical. And he's still here. Like now I'm starting to say, what's the actual vision of Liverpool? Are we among Europe's elites? Or are we just a yo-yo club who, like, Arsenal were before, like, Arteta came in, where we can top four is like, what we go for, but we can maybe just, if we can mount a title race every once in a while. And it's just like, what are we doing to improve the overall global perception of Liverpool? Because I don't think many people respect us like that. Yeah, we're a big club, but not many people respect us like that to say that we're one of the elites. And it just looks like, with the manager and everything, we don't move like an elite club. I can't speak much about the football today, because I didn't get to watch most of it. But you see players come on like Rio, you see Chiesa, who have that, added energy to just go and like fight and show, like, fight for the badge. And they don't get to play game in, game out. And the club keeps saying that we're going to back him. So why are we backing a manager whose style of play is dead, whose identity is consistently crushing this club, and we're just going to allow it to happen? It don't make sense to me. I really, and this whole thing that he stands for meritocracy is just nonsense. It's utter nonsense, because we just see players who play well and get dropped or get benched. It doesn't make sense. As soon as Gakpo's back fit, Wirtz is off the pitch. Curtis Jones back off the pitch. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, that's what I came to say, Jens.
Nah, big up to you, man. And I hope you have a great new year, bro.
Yeah, you too, man.
Yeah. Listen, I wish we would have scored some goals in that game, but it just wasn't to be. You're right, man. He's not treating the players correct. Rio, Chiesa, these type of players should get more minutes. They're not. Trey, these guys should be getting what they're not. It is what it is now. And you're right in terms of what is the direction. Where do we want to go? What type of team do we want to be going forward? And and as I said, I think we won the league earlier than what we should have, because we shouldn't have really won it last year. It wasn't our turn to kind of win it, but the rest of the league didn't want it, so we took it and deserve winners because we actually smoked everyone. But now we're in the position where it's the rebuild. This season is literally what it should have been on the slot. This season now we're on, this should have been the first season. And then the second season is last season, where we then go, right, we figured it out. Let's go and see what we can do in this league. But it's like we just did the reverse. We want to smoke the league, and now we're doing the rebuild stuff. It just doesn't make sense, man. Paul, you're next. Let's get you in. Big up, Paul.
All right, Hans, how you doing?
I'm all right, man. Happy New Year, by the way.
Just a happy New Year, my man. Good night. And I hope there's a successful 2026.
I appreciate it.
And the fan base and our beloved Liverpool.
Let's see, man.
Yeah, but I fear it's not going to be under this manager. I'm sorry to say. I've always said to myself, and I've put my opinions in various Liverpool chats, that we need to win. We need to retain the title, which we're not going to do by any stretch, by the looks of things, and the Champions League, which I think is remote anyway. So if we win that, that's his only chance of keeping his job. But even then, even we do win those two titles, or by some kind of miracle we retain the league title, I still want them to go. There's no direction. We're like a bottle of milk. Starts off nice and fresh, then towards the end of its duration, it fucking starts to go stale if you don't look at it too long. And that's what that was like our performance today. We're like a bottle of milk that went stale all of a sudden. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That was just us all together. And I think we concentrated our attacks too much on the left hand side, where we had a perfectly good, potent outlet in Frimpong. I mean, he was tearing at that Leeds left back. He's leaving him
Agree.
dizzy. I mean, that guy had him in this. I mean, that left back was in Frimpong's slipstream for most of the damn game, and we didn't use him enough. Yeah. Our best moments came from Frimpong. He was our best player from an attacking point of view by far. You know? I mean, this guy doesn't know how effective his players are and doesn't know how to get a proper style of play, a winning style of play. And what that guy said about the ownership earlier, he's right. I don't think I don't think they have it. I don't think they have winning as an interest. It's about making money for them. They just want to make money. They're not then making Liverpool the force it should be. And that's why most organisations don't respect us right now. We're not a serious club. We don't act like one. We act like a mid-table club, and they run it like a mid-table club as well, which I find frustrating. Yeah. I mean, they may have spent £500,000, but you know, what took them so long to do it in the flipping first place? You know, yeah. That's just my opinion. So I'll depart and let someone else come on. Basically,
Big up, Paul, man.
thanks. Okay.
Thanks, man. Well, yeah, it's like, we didn't lose, but it felt like a loss, didn't it? We didn't lose the game, but it felt like we lost the game of football, man. So this team sometimes, bro. Joseph, bro, I'll bring you in. Big up, my bro.
Hey, hence how you doing?
Feeling good, man. How about you?
I'm not feeling good. Liverpool just spoiled my birthday.
Or is it today?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, bro, Ski, man.
Thank you. I was supposed to go have a nice dinner with my twin sister, and I just had to just tell her that let's put it tomorrow, just to watch this scrap. Can you imagine? I could see that most of the callers, they have been saying exactly one word, which I've been clamoring all the time whenever I call. So Arne Slot being sacked. But see, I'm sorry guys, he's not gonna get sacked. I'll be the least person to call in and start saying that Slot needs to get sacked, because he won't. We should just get ready to see such kind of stupid football often and often and often and often and often. There's no pattern. I've been clamoring and talking all the time. Slot's player management is bad. Like when I say bad, very bad. We're going trophyless this season. We are not retaining the title. Champions League, we should get ready very soon. We're going to come out of it. That tournament is much more bigger than us at the moment right now. The only thing we're going to make is top 4, because apart from City and Arsenal, who I think are the only right people right now, the rest teams are just being stupid. Today was a game for the taking, so as to be comfortable ahead of Chelsea and the rest. But no, what were we watching? Sideways, backward. Man, trust me, it's too early. It's a new year, and I'm not just ready for this. I'm not just ready for this. It's a draw game. We didn't lose, but it seems like a loss to me. Like it seems like we just lost this game, because I was like, this is a game for the taking. This is a game for the taking. I don't just know. I don't just know. Okay, look at. Immediately Rio came in. You can see what that young lad was doing. You could see the energy. You could see what himself and Chiesa are doing. But no, next game you're going to see Gapo there again. Ends. It's a new year. Bless you. I'm just not happy. Bless you. And also, I sent them a message to you on Instagram. You've not still replied me.
Nah, bro. There's no way he did. And I
I
haven't.
did. I did. I
Which
did.
one on my account? Which one?
The one the is it the one you're active on Instagram.
Okay, I'll have a look then.
Please do.
I'll have a look. All right, man. Big up, bro.
No
Appreciate you,
problem,
man.
my brother. Yeah. Thank you.
Love, man.
Yeah.
This is so. I thought we would get a win, guys, man. I thought we'd been in a better position going into the new year, but clearly not, bro. These boys don't want it. All right, let's see. You ready, bro? Yo.
Oh, I'm surprised you're awake. How's it ends? How's it chat? I'd say Happy New Year, but it's not a Happy New Year, bro. I don't know what that was. I just watched right there. Do you know what it felt like? Have you ever, you know, rugby, how you can only pass backwards? So you have to like
Yeah.
physically run over it. That's literally what it felt like, bro. It's get the ball, carry the ball 2 steps, pass sideways, carry the ball 2 steps, pass backwards. In the 90 in the added time, we are chasing the game and they're passing to Allison. And thing is, the commentator kept making comments about Anfield, bro. He said in the first half Anfield's flat, and then in the second half, as it got more desperate and the passes didn't stick, it was just sloppy play. You could hear the groans, bro. I remember this one part where there was like we win the ball and Konate has it and Bradley's free open in space. All Konate has to do is just pass it across, but he goes to Allison. It's like it's just there's no like attacking impetus, bro. There's no urge to get at them, bro. There's no patterns either. I genuinely don't know what the plan is. You know, I don't know what we're trying to do. And when you look at our attack, but besides one, but I'll get onto him. Our attack today was horrific, bro. I think that might have been Versus' worst ever performance. Like, and he's had some bad ones. That was shocking. I think that was Ekatike's worst performance. I think that was Sobozai's worst performance. We were just bad today, bro, because we didn't want it enough. It just doesn't feel like there's any like urge to get at the except Frimpong. Our best wingers today were a teenager and a right back. Those were our biggest threats out wide, bro. Frimpong was the only one who was actually running at him. Even Chiesa, but trying to take the game by the scruff of the neck, putting the crosses in, bro. It's just like we want to keep the ball. It's just like and for me, he gets the subs wrong. I don't know why Curtis Jones went off when he did. That was a strange substitution because McAllister came on and offered absolutely fuck all, bro. Jones good. I thought Jones was probably our best midfielder at the time he was taken off. McAllister comes in, nothing happens. It's just forcing the ball out wide, then it comes back, then it's wide. And the thing is, I'm gonna keep pointing this out. Who from Leeds played out of their mind? Not really anyone. You don't need you don't need to have like a monster performance to keep out Liverpool. We are not a hard team to play against. Ekatike, I love him as a player, but he needs to understand that against low block teams, we need a box presence. So you're not going to get as many touches of the ball. That's okay. This whole drifting, because Robertson was putting crosses to nobody because Ekatike is roaming. And I'm like, brother, a bit like Haaland sometimes where you just have to stay, accept that you're not going to touch the ball as much. But when you make the box presence, stretch the line, just occupy the space, bro. It just doesn't seem like any of the players know what to do. It just seems like Honest Slot gives you a platform. I'll say defensively we were good, I guess. We didn't concede a set piece. But it just seems like Honest Slot just says, okay, guys, go have a kickabout. We literally watched 90 minutes of Liverpool's backline doing a passing drill. I hate it. It's shit. Anyway, cheers, man.
Big up to you, bro. Another unhappy fan, bro. It's crazy, man. I don't even know what we're gonna do going into the next game because it's in 3 days, and I don't know. I don't know what that lineup looks like because I'm sure he's gonna say some of these guys aren't gonna be able to play. Bro, it's just so long, man. Here's next. Pops, you ready, bro? Let's get you in, man. Big up, Pops.
Ready. Big up, big up.
Man. How are you, bro? Happy New Year first.
Happy New Year,
First and
bro.
foremost, bro.
Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year. Let me do this right, man. Big up to you and your family.
You too, brother.
All the blessings and prosperity for you in 2026. Let me see the channel grow. Let me see you do some big things, man. Yeah, it did for you. Don't worry. It did. Keep grinding, man. Keep working.
I appreciate it, man.
Trust me. You gotta do some hosting, man. I keep hearing people talking about you as a host. You're bigging at you as a host. You gotta get yourself out there and do some external work, man. Come on, man. Spread your wings.
I will. No, I will, man. I will. I'll try my best to, bro. I'll try my best to.
Once you're in trolling, you make a good host. You make a good host.
Yeah, when I ain't trolling,
you make a good host.
I can't help it. Sometimes
when you're in the zone, you do your thing easy for you, man.
Yeah, I can't help it, bro. Sometimes I have to troll the people, man. I told you, man, top red, but they stopped it, man. The guy said, I can't wait to see what happens after the Leeds game, but
nah,
we didn't win.
Be positive. A clean sheet for Ali. Come on. We extend the unbeaten run. So I'm helping you out here. I'm helping you out, top red style. I'm helping you out.
I'll do my match reaction and I might mention some of that, maybe.
Talk to me about the game. You know what to tell you. The last caller, we get the last caller. We got the last caller. He actually said it. Hugo needs to stay in the between the width of the post in a game like this. You can't drop out because then there's nobody to attack, and you can't miss the chance that you miss. Yeah, we were rubbish and it was poor and it was bad, but if you snag that one, you need it. You need one of them ones, a little sort of dribbly goal to go in. That goes in and it's a different match. We got to Leeds though, 5-4-1. You come for a point at Anfield. You rest your players. So let me hope that you batter United on the weekend because I can see DCL on the bench and other players on the bench. So respect your plan worked. But for us, I think the club should be at the door. Everybody that walk back out should get the money back at the turnstile. Yeah, here's the credit. Yeah, here you go. Because it was a struggle for me watching from home. So I can't imagine you had to bundle up and travel. Or worst case, let's say worst case, you live on the other side of the world. And you had a plan. You know what? Yeah, boy, you got a ticket. You got a chance to go watch Liverpool Leeds. Boy, I'm really excited. Carry your family there, and you standing out in the cold, blowing into your hands, saying, "This what you come here for?" Lord have mercy, man. It's difficult for me to come up with a lot of positives because champions versus a promoted side. Leeds was 16th right now, 17th, somewhere down there. What are we doing? We at home. We should take care of them. And I can't say it was masterful from Leeds. Oh yeah, they defended really well, and goal line clearances and bodies on the line. It was just get behind the ball and sit in. And we got Revenant the horseshoe passing from left to back to right to right to the back. I said to myself, what are we doing? Throwing some crosses. I said, but how we played the other day with Frimpong getting down to the byline and cutting it back on the ground and Gravenberch tapping it in. That's exactly how you can score against a team like this. But we did none of that. I don't know, man. All I was saying during the watch along was, this is what we got to get used to though. So whether you like it or not, this is the football. This is his football right there. Because he wasn't complaining. I see he jumping up and down on the touchline. I see he running out onto the pitch like all the other coaches trying to shout out instructions. He seemed content. And if that's what it is, that's what it is. We content to draw 0-0 with Leeds at home. Well, I guess that's what we come to. I guess that's where we are. I try not to get too emotional or however too invested because this looks like what we got for the next 5 months or whatever. Because he in for the season. I resigned to that fact. So I must be resigned to the fact that I can watch more of these sorry games. Sorry, I mean, I can't find the other way to spin it, Ains. I tried at the beginning. I tried with the positive at the beginning.
Bob, stay there. Let me get Jay in the building. Let me get Mike in the building.
Yo, look at that. Look at the ball cap. I love it. I love it. I love it, Jamie.
In the building. Bro, before Jay, before you and Mike go on, let Gravers go, and then we'll chop it up to round off the show. Well, go on, bro. How are you first and foremost, man? And Happy New Year.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm tired. I'm really tired. Because the problem is, ends like you know how long I've been slot out for. I've been slot out since the United game, and now I'm just watching people regurgitating the same things I've been saying since October. But now because it's the popular thing to say slot out. Now everyone's saying, oh, we don't pass quick enough. We don't attack quick enough. Oh, hello there. we don't pass quick enough. We don't attack quick enough. Blah blah blah. All this jazz. I've been saying this. I was saying this back in October, and I got called delusional for it. So why is it taking people so long to realize all of this now? Like how? Because I'm tired of having to say the same thing every week. Like, what's the point in it? Yes, I know we attack slow because I seen it from day one. From day one, I seen we attack slow. You say we attack slow. Oh, you're against the club. Blah blah blah. You're a problem. Now everyone's like, oh, hold on a minute. We don't attack quick enough. We're a bit lazy. Where was you a few months ago when people were saying this? Like, it made me feel like I was going crazy, like I wasn't watching the same game. Now all of a sudden people are realizing this is just who we are and this is who we've been. Like, I genuinely don't know what to say anymore, because it's like I might as well talk about the positives I've seen from the game, because the negatives are just the same every week. And even the positives, they're more individual basis. They're not as a collective. So like on an individual basis, I thought Frimpong, I thought he played relatively well. Honestly, that's about it. I thought the centre backs were decent today. Like in the first half, I thought Konate played a few good passes for once. I thought Curtis Jones played quite well. But honestly, that's about it. Like, I don't know what else to say. If there's anything else you want to say, like,
nah, bro.
It's the same every week, isn't it?
And I look forward to it. As I always say to the guys, innit? I said I look forward to the game, and then I'll see. But at least I got 45 minutes, maybe like 60 minutes of football.
Exactly.
Like, okay, at least they were trying to score a goal. They were trying to. And then after that, it was just like we got from the substitution, it killed me, bro. I swear, as soon as the substitutions happened, I was like, all right. I didn't even want to watch the rest of it.
And that's just poor man management from the manager, which I've been saying since October. Like, it's just our fan base was just too late to realize these problems. The fact that Maresca has gone before Slot should be considered a crime. It should be. It's criminal.
It's a little. The circumstances behind that are a little bit different.
It's a different circumstance. I get it, but Slot should have been gone after United, man. That I don't know what to say, man. Take care.
Big up, bro. Have a great new year. Go on, Mike. Do you want to chime in before I bring Albert in?
Hey, listen. You know, ENDZ, as you know, I've been saying for a very long time, many weeks, that I'm done being results based. You know, so like today, I don't care about the result. I've been adamant about reminding people about, you know, what we would need in order to compete for the title, but in the same sense, it's like this is about performances, because you're not playing for anything anymore. There's nothing up for grabs. So you need to use the Premier League in order to build yourself into better European form, to try to go for the only competition that you're actually left in. Unfortunately, the performances get worse every single week. And I think that now it's undeniable. And I've been trying to say this for a long time, but we 100% rely on individual brilliance, because I looked at the SofaScore. It says almost 2.0 XG. I'm thinking to myself, what game did this computer watch? Because outside of Ekitike's chance and Virgil van Dijk's chance, I didn't see a whole lot. And those are, one of them is a set piece and the other one is literal individual brilliance. We spent 9.9 out of 10 attacks going down the left-hand side, completely ignoring Jeremy Frimpong, who was our biggest bright spark in attack. Right, we barely went down his side. Same exact story last week. And the left-hand side, it's just so predictable. Even at the end of the game, even when Rio is there and he gives you a little bit of spark, right? He gives you a little bit of energy. He's trying to, you know, drop the shoulder, get to the byline, which why isn't that guy playing sooner? Because he's showing me more progression in 5 minutes than Cody Gakpo has all season. But it doesn't change the fact that it's so predictable to defend, and you do the same thing every time and you just rinse and repeat. And the only moments that you get are from individuals breaking the script. So your script is clearly wrong. Your structure is clearly wrong. finally people are starting to notice that we, move the ball as slow as molasses. And unfortunately, like I look at this team and I look at a bunch of eunuchs, I just look at a bunch of monks, it's just, no one wants anything. Everyone is content with doing nothing. Everyone's content with being in their own little island. And, Arnie, make no mistake, I guarantee you that guy is happy. He's going to say, we were unlucky. We didn't concede too much. We didn't concede a goal. On another day, maybe we win. Like, that is his energy. Because guess what? Losses don't result in him getting fired. Because we're a top 4 club, and top 4 clubs drop points to teams like Leeds. But yeah, anyway, I don't want to go on too long. Albert, by all means.
No, let me get him in then. And then SS, you're next after Albert. Big up, Albert. Happy New Year
Yeah,
to you.
guys. Happy New Year to you, my brothers. Happy New Year. Unfortunately, it's a New Year, same old shit. So, yeah. Lemon fucking head will just do what lemon fucking heads do, innit? Leak juice. What a fucking idiot, that guy, man. I mean, I don't know what's... sometimes I envy Chelsea, man. Even though I hate the color blue, sometimes I just wish I was a Chelsea fan, man. Of course, it's too late, but at least they sacked their fucking coaches, man. Sack the shit piece already, man. As far as slot is, just let the players play what they know. We're better off just sending 11 players without a coach and say, play what you know. What are they doing? What are they doing? Look, I'll give you a typical thing that occurred. Maybe it's skipped by many people, but it didn't skip by me. You guys recall a ball that Konate got? Frimpong was wide, right?
Mhm.
And he could have hit the diagonal to him. He said what was that all about? Whatever happened to the quick movement of the ball? Oh.
No one moves off the ball, so you can't move quickly.
But the guy was right there. Frimpong was right there. A quick diagonal to him gets him on his way. What are we doing? What are we actually doing? If you ask, like many people are saying now, what are we doing? Of course, Man City have scored it already against a low block team. Oh, that's offside. So how do other teams do it? And let me just ask a silly question. So why did we skip Semenyo if we have this problem? Why do we skip Semenyo if we have this problem? Why did the coach say he doesn't want him? That's a goal. That is going to be given. It's not offside. It's a goal. Okay, it's offside. He's offside. He's offside.
He's getting distracted.
Yeah,
He's getting distracted.
Yeah, sorry. Why would we skip Semenyo? I'm asking you guys a question. If we're doing this, no invention, no forward movement, no nothing. Absolutely nothing burger. We are like a veggie fucking burger. No taste, no salt, no nothing. No ketchup, nothing. No fries, nothing. Oh, what a team. What an absolutely fucked up team. And of course, we had Chris Kavanagh, who wouldn't give a penalty even if it came out of his ass. He hit him in the ass.
Yeah, but
Chris
even if we, Albert, honestly, if we won that game 1-0, would you not still be sitting here being as furious as you are?
Well, just a little less because I got the 3 points. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
But
slightly.
this is just
Slightly.
bad. It's just really, I hear you, bro. It's bad. It's just really bad. Bad. Like BAD. Bad. What are we doing? Anyway, you guys know the technical details. I don't know shit. But all I know is I'm watching this game and I'm not even sure whether I want to watch our team again. Because it's getting really odious. I skipped my holiday, my normal winter holiday to go watch matches. I'm not going. I'm not going to freeze for this. It's not worth my while, man. But now
Big
it's
up
freezing.
Albert, bro.
It's freezing. It's freezing at Anfield, man. Freezing. And you going to watch this shit? Oh, big up my
Albert.
brothers.
Big up, man.
Big up.
Do you know who is crazy? Because Fuzzy's gone to watch the game. I can't wait to have a conversation with him, see what he
was
thinks.
there today?
Yeah, he went today.
Oh
Drove-
my
he
God.
drove down to watch
Oh dear
Oh
God.
my God. Well, but Enzo, I just want to say one super quick thing to anyone who's looking at this whole Maresca thing. Please, Enzo Maresca was not sacked because of the performances. He was sacked because Clear Lake wants a yes man. Like I speak to Chelsea fans every day. It is literally one owner's ego versus the manager. It is not a like for like comparison. It is not about the results. He just won them the Club World Cup. If it was about results, I would say you're out of your mind. It's about an ego versus an ego, and the fact that they want a yes man. It's that simple. So like, even if he is gone, I think it's really unfair and disingenuous to compare, Arne Slot's situation to Enzo Maresca's. That's all.
Big up to Nick. He says we only have one gear, no pace in our play. We have a player like Wirtz. You have to give him the ball in risky positions to get the best out of him. I know, bro. I know. But he's out on the left-hand side. He's out on the left wing, just running around and
Doing nothing.
playing it inside and cutbacks. Play it inside and cutbacks and play it inside.
This is all he's doing. Just back and forth, side to side. That's it. That's
Honestly,
all
man,
Wirtz does on the
if
line.
he's playing in that pocket, it's a wrap for a lot of these players. A wrap for a lot of these teams, but we don't want to. And you know what would help him? If you played players like a Rio that can take on players where the opposition would be like, do you know what? We have to try and double up out here, or he could cook us, which stretches the team, which opens up the middle of the park for us. Because then and then you have Frimpong on the other side, and they have to double up on both sides, which stretch the midfield.
You're using logic, though, Enz. You're using
And
logic.
you know what
You can't
happens?
lose. You can't use logic. You can't lose.
Way too
logical
logical.
thinking. Logical thinking is the enemy of this football club. All right, we got to get that out of the way. We cannot think logically. We have to think everything backwards, right? Like the real plan is, as long as no one scores, we can't lose. If there are no goals in the game, we can't lose. And if we don't lose, I don't get fired. So whatever to get that done is what we're going to do to get that done. Because as a team, I mean, nothing we do, and I mean literally nothing, as a team, not as individuals, as a team, it makes zero sense. In fact, it is the antithesis of sense. It is the polar opposite of logic. It is illogical. It is biblically illogical the way that you try to build up against teams. It doesn't make any sense. And I don't know about you, but if a team were moving the ball as slow as we move the ball, I don't think I would be tired after 90 minutes because, I didn't really have to move. Leeds probably could have played another 90 and just kept us at nothing. That game could have been 2 full games and we wouldn't have scored.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But Pops, I was just saying, do you put Florian Wirtz in the middle and play Rio and play Frimpong as the wide men? And what it would then do is the teams that want to play low blocks, they want to double up with the wide men because they know they can't isolate those players 1v1. Because if they're 1v1, they're more likely to beat that player and get into dangerous areas, which means it will stretch the middle of the park and it will give Florian Wirtz more room to occupy and play, which means Ekitike will have more space in the middle. And that means when Ekitike makes those good runs off the shoulder, there is someone close to him to play the simple passes. But yet we decide, even when we made the changes. All right, but he's not going to beat a player 1v1.
We had that with Kirkes. But we even with Kirkes, we had that ends. We had the opportunity to leave. You can present Wirtz as a left winger, much like what City do. You can present him. Here's a team sheet. Wirtz is on the left. He's not really on the left. You just vacate that spot. The same way Szoboszlai isn't really at right back. Vacate the spot, go into the middle, and you use the 3 other players in the midfield to cover that ground. Because you're dominating possession. If you put Wirtz in, as you said, in the pocket, you're dominating possession. You don't have to worry about coverage on the left-hand side. There's no one going the other way. They're looking at you. So frustrating. It's too easy to fix. That's the problem. You're watching it and saying,
mad though,
if only you did this and this.
No one is in the pocket.
It feels ungrateful. Like, big up to everyone in the chat, guys. And I hope you've all liked the videos. There's 140 of you in the building. I'd appreciate if you can just drop a like, right? And big up for the super chat as well. You know what it's like here? Because it feels like we're ungrateful in it. Like we're not losing games of football no more, but we're just like, but we're better than. Do you know when you just know if we didn't think our team was better than this, I don't think we moan about it. I think we just kind of just let it go. It's like, well, we're not really that good. So these kind of results, we're just happy to kind of just get some results. But we're looking at the team going, this team is actually a really good team. Like we've got a squad of good players. They're not rubbish players. They're good professional footballers with the ability of they can create, they can score goals. We've got players that can beat players 1v1. We've got good defenders, and we're going to look to obviously improve the team, right? But all you need is just a bit of structure in there and a bit of coaching and a bit of love and guidance and a bit of arm around the shoulder. And I don't get it, man. And it seems ungrateful because we're moaning about not losing in 8 games. But then you look at the games, they're like, but they were boring though, innit?
You
get caught like if someone's listening.
You can't fall in that trap, Ends.
I know, bro.
We lost 9 out of 12 before that. You cannot fall in that trap because then you're forgetting about what you lost before. And it's like, listen, if we all collectively as a fan base, if everyone agrees that we are a top 4 side, we're not a big club, and we're not silverware material, then I'm with you, and I won't get angry. I'll say, you know what, you're right. You're right. I'm a team that's fighting for 4th place. I'm going to have these days. I'm going to have these days where against a club like this, I'm just not going to be able to get the job done, but I didn't lose and we move. But, I spent £500 million. I set the British transfer record twice, not just once. I broke my own record a month later, and I can't accept that. And ultimately, if we had lost today, but I saw a performance, like if I saw our team playing good football, moving it around, 1-2s, triangles, off-ball runs, effort, and we lost, I would be happy. I'd say, you know what? Finally, for once this season, I see a performance where on another day I can build sustainably. But I just don't even see that. And it is what it is. I don't think that we can have the luxury of being result-based analysis anymore. I think everything needs to be on the performance and how we play, and that's going to tell you the truth. It's like I'm watching City right now, and I look at the way that they play, and I see so many similarities, except that the one difference is that there's always someone in the middle. City get the ball out wide. They have wingers who can take on fullbacks. They have wingers who can get to the byline. But the difference is that there's always at least 1 to 2 guys chilling at the top of that box. One of them closer to the ball, one of them further away. It's usually Cherky and Foden. And I'm watching Cherky, and Cherky's everywhere. Cherky's on the right, Cherky's on the left, Cherky's down the middle. He is what I thought Florian Wirtz would be at Liverpool. Just a free-roaming 10 that stays at the top, and he is the central outlet to help connect the winger, if the winger gets stuck, to the rest of the team. But I can't even blame Wirtz for not being in the pocket because no one's in the pocket. No one is there. So it's not even like I can replace him. It's not even like I can say, why don't we just switch Wirtz and McAllister? Because no one's there. No one's there.
Big up to Donovan as well, man. It says just strap in for average footy the rest of the season.
Call that average?
Wow.
Call that average? I'm watching Sunderland put in a better performance than Liverpool have all season.
Yeah, boy.
I saw Fulham equalize. Fulham equalize against Palace. I said, we can do that. 5 passes, control at top of the box, shoot, score. I said, look at that. Look at it, guys.
Well, we got like, you know what it feels like?
Sport.
Well, it feels like, yeah. Every time we try and go and score a goal, yeah, we make it into something that it doesn't need to be. We make it into like something really difficult for no reason. Like it's like you can just pass and shoot. You know that you can just pass it and just go for a curlers.
We don't go this way. Like at the end of the game, you finally saw north to south, south to north runs, right? You finally saw players just saying, "I'm just going to run straight and see what happens." We don't do that. Like I never see a moment where a player just picks up the ball at the edge of the box, other than Frimpong, and says, "You know, I'm just gonna go straight. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna go straight, and something will happen. Maybe a challenge comes in and it falls kindly to one of my teammates. Maybe I'm able to beat my guy and get one across the box." We don't see that, and because no one has those moments in build up, that tells me that this is being drilled into their brain. Don't do anything by yourself. Do what I tell you to do. Stick to what I tell you to do. And what I tell you to do is the antithesis of individuality. And, you know, those are the only bright sparks that we get. There's no south to north, ever, ever. It's always east to west.
What do we have to do then,
You
guys?
said-
Because go on, Pop. Sorry, go on.
No, sorry. I was just gonna say, Mike said, and I think you're chiming in as well. Top 4. I got a problem with top 4.
Oh,
There are only 2 teams that should be close to us. So I got a problem with this idea of top 4. There's
Hmm.
no way we should be. And you look at just go back to today. Villa just lost, and we're 4th. Looking at Villa and saying, with all due respect to Villa and Unai Emery, we are the defending champions. We should be above you. Go get 3 points. Forget all of the whatever we are talking about, slow, fast, ugly, boring. Yeah, 1-0, we win, and we're here saying, yeah, this is still rubbish. But you know what? Him in his position is saying, yeah, 3 more points. The unbeaten run is a winning run, not just unbeaten now. It's a winning run. And we are closing in on what could be a reasonable target. Because if you finish 3rd to Arsenal or City, you're saying to yourself, at the beginning of the season, do you think that City could win the league? Possibly. Arsenal, possibly. But you banked on us to win it. So yes, you didn't have Chelsea nor Villa. The fact that you're willing to accept a 0-0 draw says to me you're content with being either 4th or 5th as well, which I got a problem with. Because that's not saving the season for me. That's not you saving your job or you saying, yeah, look at me. We were champions and I'm still in the Champions League. I can't imagine management is looking at that and saying, well, yeah, that's all you need to do. Just finish 5th and coefficient will get you in and we'll be fine. I don't know, man. But they're watching as well. So I'm interested. It's interesting what they're thinking. What are you thinking having seen that? You're the man in charge. If you've just watched that, are you content to believe that that's going to get us where we need to be ultimately to either win the Champions League or get back into the Champions League? I ain't so sure what that. I'm not so sure.
But Pops, the problem is that at this point, you've waited too long, right? Like at this point, there is no good that can come in sacking Arne Slot. There's just none, right? Like you've allowed it to get to the turn of the year. You should have done this 6 weeks ago. You should have done this mid-October. You should have done this when it was a quarter of the way through the season, but you didn't do it. And now you've gone past the midway line. And by going past that midway line, I don't think any good comes of it. At this point, if I'm the board, you're saying, just don't lose me money. Do your best to get me into the top 8 so that I get that money for the Champions League. Do your best to finish in top 4. And then in the summer, we'll see who's available and we'll go from there. Unless, of course, you win the Champions League. And then if you win the Champions League, as credit is, I guess you get this chance to sort of rectify yourself. But I think that we've just waited too long. And honestly, maybe the board has different expectations. You know, like I had the thought yesterday of, at the beginning of last season, no one thought that we would win the league, right? And then we won the league, and then we all changed our expectations drastically. In hindsight, was that foolish of us? Maybe. You know, maybe it was foolish to be naive to think that we could change our expectations so drastically in 12 months. But at this point, I don't think that the club can do anything about it. All you can try to do is maybe get in a player, but the way that we operate, I don't like what good is a player going to do? We're just going to, you know, he's probably just going to come in and be one of those automatic 60th minute subs, you know, fresh legs. That's all we need. And I can't really pull the positives away from that. But the whole top 4 thing was just like a reality check. Obviously, I'm not okay with it. And I think it's unacceptable. And I think it's a disgrace. But the fact is, you ain't winning this league. So the only other thing to play for is Champions League football. That's it.
What about this? What about the subs today, though, man? Like Robbo was fine, didn't need to come off. Curtis was fine, didn't need to come off. Verts was fine, didn't need to come off.
Or McAllister too.
And if you're gonna make those substitutions, right? If you're gonna make the substitutions, all I'm asking is on a slot, why not do this, right? Why not just put Frimpong at right back, put Soboslai on the right hand side, put Verts into the middle, put Rio on, and then just let it go. And then if you're gonna have Soboslai do the inverted stuff, he frees up the right hand side for the 1v1s for Frimpong, and then vice versa. Or if you didn't want to do that, clearly you like using Soboslai right back as well. Just put Soboslai right back, leave Frimpong on, put Rio on, and say, look, you guys are gonna go 1v1, and that's what I'm gonna do. Change it to 4-4-2. Cody, you can go as a second striker in the box with Ekitike, and that gives us a bit 2 tall players in there, a bit of presence in there. And we'll knock it about, and then we'll give it to the wide guys to go and create. Because as soon as I saw Rio, come on, he skipped past his fullback so many times, cut inside, byline, put the ball in the box. And I'm like, this could have ran for that second half. That could have ran. Chiesa went on the right hand side. He beat his player he beat the guy once, which it looked like a penalty to me because he was grappling him, and he's in front of the man, to be fair. And he goes over either slightly at the edge of the box, might be in the box if they wanted to actually relook at it. But I'm thinking if you left Frimpong on, he would have cooked in those last 10 minutes.
But I don't think, like, I think that today just again further proves the idea that the substitutions from non-losing positions are never about changing the game. It is entirely about fitness management. Like the Robertson substitution, that screams, I just don't want to overwork Robertson.
Minutes.
The Verts, the Verts substitution, like it has all season, just screams, I don't want to overwork Verts. I need him healthy. Like every single sub feels like this is a predetermined, pre-plan. Verts plays this amount of minutes maximum. Robertson plays this amount of minutes maximum. If we are in a draw or winning position, I must rotate in order to maintain fitness, which is again, I think that we play slow for fitness. I think that is genuinely an idea that Slot has. The slower I play, the less chance I have of players getting injured. So like, when you view the subs from it's just rotation, they make sense. When you view the subs from I'm trying to change the game, they never make any sense because you're correct. Rio should have came on in the 70th minute, right? Verts should have been on the pitch with Rio and Chiesa and Frimpong and Ekitike. You should have subbed off, if anything. Yes. If anything, you should have taken off Gravenberch, and you said, "I don't need this extra DM cover.
Yeah, I don't need him. Yeah,
I'm going full regalia. You know what? Let's just run Konate, Virgil, and Robertson. You're my 3 center backs. Everything else, offensive substitution. Go. No instructions. Play football. Do your own thing. Throw everything I said out the window. Off the script. Make it happen." But it's never like that because I think he's just trying to mitigate injuries. Which doesn't even make any sense because you're the one who wants a small squad. So like you're dulling the sword on both sides. You want a small squad, but you also don't want injuries. So that's never going to work. That's not the way that football operates. If you don't want injuries, make the squad bigger.
I don't even like the fact that we're looking ahead to other games anyway. Like I know you have to have one mind, like one eye on it, like when it comes to close to the end of the game, I get that you're like, okay, it doesn't look like, and you got to make a decision in that moment. But it felt like we made the decision early. It was like, yeah, now Curtis come off because you played like 90 minutes too much. Robbo, you come on. I'm like, why don't we focus on trying to get 3 points here and then worry about the Fulham game when we get there? We assess the bodies, who's available, who's not fit, who's whatever, and then we go then.
Like, the irony of that statement, though, Ains? Leeds did that. Leeds came to Anfield and said, I'm resting DCL for United. I'm resting Okafor for United. I'm going to play 5-4-1. And if I'm still in the hunt, 60, 65 minutes, I'll throw them on to stretch the legs. That's what they did. So why didn't we do the contrary? Why didn't we look at that and say, wait a minute. No DCL. 1 striker. 4 defenders. Why are we playing with 4 defenders against 1 striker? Verge, Ibo, hold that. Robbo, Bradley, take a step further forward. Let's compress the field and kill these in the first half. It doesn't work, no problem. They actually stepped up with 3 attackers at one point. And you're saying, well, if they've got 3 attackers now, there has to be room in behind. Get the players on, like you said. What has Rio done so wrong? This idea that he's 17 and played the most minutes or whatever. Well, then you lied again. because you said you're not buying a left winger to stunt his growth. You lied. You lied because he's been there. Gakpo's been injured and he's been there. What was the PowerPoint presentation for Wirtz? Definitely not playing as a left winger. It couldn't have been. Hey,
I don't
you're
know,
going to be
dude.
this left winger running up and down. And it's sickening, man. Because you can just see margins. If we had done that, look at what Rio does in 10 minutes. Why not give him 20? Leave Frimpong. Leave him.
Look at what he did. Look at what Frimpong did all game, and yet the first half, much like last week, you decide that the most effective game plan is to go down the opposite side. You just, after looking at the progressive positive play that, not to mention Frimpong has created 2 goals in the last 2 weeks, right? One against Spurs and the assist last week. You're telling me that you look at that and you say, let's go down the other side. You know, I recognize what he did, but you know, I'm not buying it. The right side sucks. Let's go down the left. And let's do the same thing down the left every time. Let's play 1-2s. I mean, the amount of times that I see us go down the left-hand side and I see the most meaningless 1-2 between the left winger and the left back just to kick the ball back to the center back. It's like, what are we even doing? Like at this point, I'm getting angry at 5-yard passes. I'm yelling at the screen when a player makes a 5-yard pass because I'm thinking to myself, just turn around and shoot from 60 yards. At this point, Ryan, just pick up the ball and shoot from 60 yards every time. Eventually,
and drive with it.
Something's going to happen, you know. But it doesn't make sense. And you know, seeing Rio in that 10 minutes, that just angers me even more because to see
even
the little glimpse, the little glimpse of hope that he gave me at the end of that game. And then to have the afterthought of, what if he came on in the 70th minute? What if he was on the pitch when Frimpong was on the pitch? What happened the last time when Rio was on the pitch, when Frimpong was on the pitch? Oh, Burnley. He set up a penalty. Whoop-de-doo. What do you know? We won that game in the dying embers. So it just, I don't know. It sucks. It hurts. It's not fun. And then, you know, we sit here in hindsight and we say the same thing every single week. You know, it's like a broken record at this point. I feel like every post-game analysis is the same thing. There's nothing new to add to the analysis of Liverpool Football Club other than, you know, maybe, you know, we're going to buy Gahey, so we're all going to be good. You know, we're just going to get Mark Gahey in and everything's going to be fine. He's going to fix all of our problems. And then, you know, maybe we'll just go get Elliot Anderson and then he'll fix all of our problems. Or Antoine Semenyo will just fix all of our problems.
And it's not going to. Without any clear instructions and structure with the team, there's no way any of these guys can fix it. There's literally no way these players.
I don't see how they could possibly perform. What is Semenyo? You telling me that Semenyo is just some magic pill that can just beat a 2v1 every time he gets to the byline? Semenyo, it can't even touch Frimpong in terms of pace. Frimpong at least has the ability to just kick the ball 20 yards and beat you to it. Semenyo can't do that. No one else in the Premier League can do that. He's the only guy with the pace to do it. I mean, do you guys remember that one moment in the first half? I think it was Soboslai played the ball in behind a Frimpong. Frimpong's like 10 yards behind the center back. And by the time he picks up the ball, he's 10 yards in front of the center back. No one else in the Premier League can do that. Why are we not doing that more? Why is my transition thought not, where is Frimpong? Just kick it long there. He'll find it. He will find it. Just like, you know, even the old, like we used to, when we couldn't build up, at least last season, and I was hypercritical of it, but I'm dying for it now. At least we would just heave it. You know, like at least I would just get the ball to Virgil and Virgil would just ping one across and we would just keep doing it over and over and over. We don't even do that anymore. That's not even like a Band-Aid in our facilities. We don't, and like you have the best player on the pitch to do it. And if you had Rio, you would have 2 players on the pitch to do it. You could just bypass the buildup and say, if I kick it 50 times, he'll probably get there 20, you know, and maybe of those 20, maybe he creates 4 chances. And, you know, with the clinicalness that I have up front, I hope I can score one of those because the only positive is that Leeds didn't look like they were ever going to score. And, you know, to be fair to Wolves, they scored on a set piece, but outside of that, you know, I was very vocal about the fact that we might not have had the ball, but Wolves didn't create anything at the end of that game. So, you know, we don't look defensively inept. It's just that the byproduct of not looking defensively inept is offensive ineptitude or further offensive ineptitude. It's like we can't put a band-aid on both bullet wounds. You know, we can only focus on one as a team, if that makes sense.
I agree, man. Liz, what do we do, bro? We got Fulham now on Thursday, not Thursday. Sunday.
Weekend, Sunday.
And we're away from home. We've got them and then Arsenal.
Away from home.
Both
Did you watch did you watch the Villa game?
Yeah, I watched it.
Oh, buddy. You think today was a bad performance?
It's gonna be so long, man.
One at a time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Honestly, Pops, you're I mean, I don't even want to wake up. That game's at 7 a.m. on Sunday.
To yourself. Yeah, just one at a time.
I don't want to wake up at 6:30 in the morning to watch this football club. That's crazy.
Then I'm gonna go and listen to his 6 minutes press conference, and then I'll give my own match reaction. But listen, Mike, big up to you, Pops. Big up to all the callers. Big up to everyone in the building.
Are you calm, Ains? Are you calm?
Well, let me watch it and we'll see. I need to
brace yourself.
I need you to get there first. Yeah, go there first. Be zen just first, because when you read just the first line, it's gonna trigger you immediately.
Let me brace.
Yeah. 6 minutes, you know, that guy didn't stay in there long at all. 6 minutes.
That's insane. They're usually like 25 minutes. I usually have to sit there. Yeah, it takes me an hour to go through 25 minutes. 6 minutes. That's all he had to say for himself. 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
Aye.
All right, let me go and watch the 6 minutes, man. Big up to everyone. Smash a like, subscribe to all that great stuff. Happy New Year to everyone that's in the building.
Big up, guys. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. And also, I've put Mike's channel. I've put also Pops Asian Reds TV in the description as well, guys. So go and show them some love as well, man.
Big up.
6 minutes of crime. All right, peace.